In the heart of Varanasi, where the Ganga curved like a silver serpent and ghats buzzed with pilgrims, stood the district civil hospital. The hospital was supposed to be a place of healing, but anyone who entered its gates knew the truth. It was a building of neglect. The walls were cracked and damp. The wards smelled of urine and disinfectant mixed in an unbearable stench. Nurses did the bare minimum, orderlies beat patients to control them, and doctors worked like clerks stamping forms. Hidden at the back was a locked section with iron bars on the windows. It was called Ward Number 7. This was where the mad people were kept, though in truth, half of them were only poor, misunderstood, or inconvenient for their families. Dr. Arun Mishra, the senior physician, was in his late 40s. He had sharp eyes and a calm face, the kind of man who might once have been a dreamer. But years in the system had drained his spirit. He treated patients with a mechanical detachment. When someone cried out in pain, he shrugged. When medicines were stolen by hospital staff and sold outside, he ignored it. When guards slapped patients in Ward Number 7, he turned away. He had convinced himself with philosophy: suffering is natural. To resist it is futile. Life is meaningless, and death is peace. He carried this thought like armor, protecting himself from guilt. His only friend was Prakash Yadav, the jovial postmaster of the town. They often drank tea at Godolia Crossing, Prakash joking about politics while Arun nodded absently. One afternoon, Arun went to inspect Ward Number 7 after months of neglect. The ward reeked of sweat and decay. Patients sat like ghosts, staring at the walls. In the corner, a man stood out. His beard was unkempt, but his eyes burned with sharpness. He was Imran Qureshi, once a respected schoolteacher. Imran had been admitted because he constantly shouted about corruption and injustice. "Everyone is stealing," he cried. "The officials, the doctors, the police. And when I told the truth, they locked me here." Unlike the others, Imran spoke logically, passionately. His words cut through the air like arrows. Arun, curious, sat beside him. "Tell me," he asked quietly, "why do you believe they put you here?" Imran glared. "Because I wouldn't shut my mouth. They call it madness when a man refuses to accept injustice. Dr. Saab, the real madmen are outside, not here." Something in those words stirred Arun. He found himself visiting Ward Number 7 again and again, drawn into long debates with Imran. Their conversations became the highlight of Arun's days. Imran argued with fire. Pain is real. You cannot dismiss it with fancy philosophy. Every human has a duty to fight cruelty, no matter how small. Indifference is the greatest crime. Arun countered with calmness. Pain is universal, but fighting it is like fighting the monsoon winds. Why waste energy when life itself is meaningless? But as weeks passed, Arun began to falter. Imran's words struck something raw in him. He remembered his younger days, the idealistic boy who once entered medicine to serve the poor. Was he a healer anymore, or just another cog in a broken system? Soon, the town noticed. People gossiped. Dr. Arun spends too much time with the lunatics. Colleagues mocked. Maybe the doctor is going mad himself. Even Prakash warned him. "Arun bhai, this Imran fellow is dangerous. He'll ruin your reputation. Stay away." But Arun couldn't. In Imran's fiery anger, he saw truth. And in that truth, he saw his own cowardice. One rainy evening, the hospital committee met. The chairman, a politician's cousin, declared, "This doctor is unfit. He sympathizes with madmen. Patients complain he neglects real work." The staff, eager to protect themselves, agreed. And so, with forged papers and signatures, they declared, Dr. Arun Mishra was mentally unstable. The police came the next morning. "Dr. Saab, you must come with us." Before he understood, Arun was shoved into ward number 7 as a patient. Arun cried out, "This is madness. I am not insane." But the walls of ward number 7 swallowed his protests, just as they had swallowed Imran's. The guards laughed. The nurses smirked. Even his friend Prakash avoided his eyes. For the world outside, he was now a madman. Days blurred. Arun slept on the filthy floor, was beaten by the guard Nikhil, and heard the endless wailing of other patients. Now he tasted the very suffering he once dismissed as meaningless. Every slap, every hungry night, every mocking laugh became proof of Imran's words, "Indifference is the greatest crime." One night, lying on the hard cot, Arun whispered to Imran, "You were right. I thought myself wise, but I was blind. Suffering is real. And I never lifted a finger to stop it." Imran looked at him with sad eyes. "At least you understand now. Too late for you, maybe, but not too late for truth." Within weeks, Arun fell ill. His body, unused to such cruelty, broke under fever. He died quietly in ward number 7, the doctor who became a patient, the healer who never healed himself. When the news spread, the town hardly cared. The committee appointed a new doctor, one even more indifferent than Arun had been. Prakash, the postmaster, stood at the cremation ghat and sighed. Arun Bhai wanted peace. He found it only in death. But Imran, still locked in ward number 7, whispered to the night, "They can bury a man, but not the truth. One day, this ward will open, and the world will see who was really sane."